Hello and welcome to Lightning TV, brought to you in association with mjdphoto.biz. Tonight's visitors to the Thunderdome were the Basingstoke Bison. Really tight game, one each at the end of overtime, with Adam Brittle scoring the winner in the penalty shootout. I caught up with a couple of the guys after the game. That was some game tonight.
It was. I mean, we knew after last night we had to pull something out of the bag. The performance last night wasn't good enough, and we had a rocket shoved up our bums today, and we knew we had to get the 2 points. And it took a bit longer than we should have, because we were all over them for the whole game. But yeah, it was nice to come away with the 2 points. So.
Yeah, I was tracking some of the Bison's Twitter feeds as we went through the game, and one tweet in particular said something like 9 minutes 12 to go. It's squeaky bum time. MKL are absolutely all over us.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. Their goalie kept them in it for a long time. That's expected. He's a very good goalie, and they do have a good team. But we would like to have scored a few more tonight. But at the end of the day, 2 points was the main thing, and we got them. So.
Is it a measure of people like Stevie Lyle come down to this league? He's such an accomplished netminder in the higher leagues. Is some of it in the mind when you're facing a netminder like that? Well,
I mean, I guess the name does. It makes you think a little bit. But the shots we took tonight, I think most goalies maybe would have saved them. He's a good goalie. He's going to save a lot of shots that some may not. But you know what? We had to keep firing them on net, and there was a lot of rebounds actually tonight. Maybe we should have followed up on a bit more. But again, 2 points is the main thing. Glad to get out of them. So.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a start to the season. I mean, last Saturday here at the Thunderdome, beat Manchester Phoenix, obviously, which was a brilliant result on any day. Only to have a disappointing result, I guess, down in Guildford. Yeah. Disappointing result away from home last night, 5-0, and really showed them a game tonight. Yeah,
it has been an up and down start to the season, and as you said, away from home hasn't been good enough. We have a great travelling support, and we need to perform for those guys that make the journey, and ourselves as well. It just wasn't good enough, and for the last 3 weeks, Peterborough, Guildford and Basingstoke yesterday, it's not good enough. And Pooley knows that, and he's made sure that we've come out tonight and put on a performance, which I'm sure we did, and I'm sure the crowd enjoyed that game. But going forward, we really need to buck our ideas up on the away games. So.
And certainly the changes over the summer as well, the additions, and sadly we lost Michael Wells and Matti Tuwalski. In particular, you've been on the same line as for a number of years, and to be replaced, I guess, by Nick Chin and Chris Wiggins, that is some exchange, isn't it?
Yeah, as I said, it's sad to see guys like Muzzy and Matti go. They're great players, and I played with them for a long time, and they're great friends of mine. But as I said before, sometimes change is needed, and it happened in the summer, and we brought guys like Chinny and Wiggy in, who slotted into my line, and it's been a pleasure playing with them so far. And I'm learning off Chinny every week. He's talking to me all the time, and it's great to have guys like that on the team.
I mean, we had a slight physical aspect to the game, up till last season, but the new additions have they seem to have added that. Certainly, you raising your game.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Wiggy and Chinny, they're both big guys, and they hold the puck up really well. So, I've just kind of been told to use my speed and get in there and help them out. And I do want to kind of control my agitating role a little bit and play a bit more ice hockey. And I think so far this season I've kind of done that. And today I felt really good on the puck. I don't have to take penalties all the time, and I'll be concentrating on that a lot more this year. So hopefully the points will happen, but more importantly, the team wins all the time. So
yeah, absolutely. I suppose to a certain extent we missed Adam Calder tonight. He's away, being inducted into his University Hall of Fame, and Chris Wiggins as well, due to his hand injury as well. And I suppose it's a blessing in disguise that we lose the guys early in the season, because we know other teams are going to have injury problems later on.
Yeah, injuries are always going to happen in ice hockey, and that's why you need depth in your roster. And we certainly have that this year. Okay, yesterday we only had 7 forwards, which was tough for the whole game, and Ross Bowers as well. Credit to him. He had an operation on his knee a week and a half ago, and he's out there tonight playing like he was. He was brilliant tonight. The guys will come back, and hopefully Wiggy will be back soon. Calder's back next week, and hopefully we'll get on a roll and get the season really underway. So. Yeah,
it's really good to see, and good to see the numbers back. The supporters are back in loud and five voice. They've rested their voice over the summer. They're back with a vengeance.
Oh, it's brilliant. They're always loud, and as I've always said, it's the best crowd in the league. It's awesome to skate out to every season and seeing that. So.
Just going back to the summer again, I mean, it's been well documented. It's been an absolute high of summer for absolutely everybody, with the Olympics going on and everything else. And in particular for your old mucker, if you like, Andy Murray picking up an Olympic gold and then his first major as well. I mean, I know for you, seeing your Twitter feed as well, that was amazing for you as well.
It was unbelievable, and I mean, I was at the Wimbledon final just before the Olympics, and it was so emotional when he lost to Federer. And it was kind of like it could have gone two ways. He could have really sulked about it, but it was great to see him choose the other way and really get back on track. And the Olympics, for him to get the gold medal, it was kind of like a weight off his shoulder that he can do it. And then he got the silver with Laura in the doubles, and then to go to the US Open and win his first Grand Slam, I couldn't be any more chuffed for him. He deserves it so much, so it's great to see him do well. I
mean, the big question arises, I mean, you know him really, really well. You're very good friends with him. When are we going to get him down here to do a ceremonial puck drop?
I mean, he's away a lot of the time, but I mean, I have said to him, you've got to come to game. He came to a few games in Edinburgh when I played there, and before he was famous, so it didn't really cause too much of a stir. But, I'm sure if he gets the time, he'll pop down. I mean, I still keep in contact with him, so hopefully we'll get him down here one time and we'll sell out the Thunderdome, and that'll be a great night all in all. So
it certainly would. Well, thanks for talking to us, Grant. I know another tough weekend, double header against Bracknell again next weekend, and they look like they've come out of the blocks very, very well.
Yeah, I mean, saw the result of the one again last night. I don't know how they got on tonight, but they've really started the season well, and they've got a lot of good players, and they're good British players, and it's going to be tough. Every game's going to be tough in this league, and we'll just have to have a good week of training and come into that weekend all cylinders firing. So
that's brilliant. Well, Grant, thanks very much for talking to Lightning TV, and we'll speak to you again soon. Have a great season.
Thank you.
So I'm here with Lightning captain Adam Carr after the win against Basingstoke tonight. Just talking to Grant McPherson, that was some win tonight, especially after last night's result.
Yeah, I think it was important that we bounced back after last night, because to be honest, last night wasn't really good enough for the team, and we bounced back really well. And to be honest, I think that was probably our best performance of the season so far, especially defensively. There was a lot more talk out on the ice. Everyone was helping out each other, and it was a really good win. It was an important win for us after last night. I think that you've hit the nail on the head. Pretty crucial after last night, and being a bit unfortunate in Guildford last week as well. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't know if we were so unfortunate last week. I think, to be honest, the last 3 games we haven't really played as well as we should have. I think we all know that, and that's why tonight the boys were all fired up. We made sure we all played our roles that we should have done. I think, like I say, defensively we were as solid as we've been so far this year. Even against Manchester, the first game of the year, even though we won 8-2, probably flattered us a bit because we didn't play the systems we were here to play. And so like I say, I think that's our best performance of the year so far. What about the new additions to the squad? Because again, it was mentioned earlier that we've lost a couple of cracking guys, and a couple of really, really good personal friends of yours have left the side. During the summer we had a conversation where you said that was quite a tough decision for you to be involved in. What about the guys that have come in? They seem to have filled the places really well. Yeah, well, like you say, it was a difficult decision in the summer for Nick to make. Obviously, like Matty, Muzzy, and Baz have been around here for a long time. They've been key parts of our team for a few years, but those decisions have to be made in hockey, and I'm glad I didn't have to make it. But I think the new guys have come in and they've fitted in so well. They're really good lads, and they bring something different to our team. I think you brought Calder in, who's just can score goals for fun, and I think we've missed that probably in the last couple of years. I think Wiggy and Shinny, the big strong boys. Wiggy's great to watch, I think, and Wiggy's one of those players where you want him to be on your team, because when he's on the ice against you. You need to know when he's on the ice, and I think we've missed that as well. I think we've probably missed that sort of from the days of Kurt, and miss someone. It's good if there's any trouble, we've got a big strong team, and we won't be intimidated. With the no disrespect to the players that have gone, because that would be very unfair, but with the additions that we've now got onto the side, and then maybe the more dimensions, is this the most rounded Lightning team that we've had for quite some time? Yeah, I think so. I think I spoke to Nick in the summer, and I said, when you look at all the key things you need to make a good team, we've got everything. We've got goal scorers, we've got strength, we've got two-way players, we've got a solid D, we've got 2 really good goalies. So, I mean, Nick Pooley said to us before the game night, you can't just get a good group of players and stick them on the ice and expect everything to go well, which it hasn't done so far, in all fairness. But I think once we do start clicking, we all start to know the systems and do well, I think we're going to be a really good force in this league.
Yeah, I mean, we say it every year, every single season we say this is the toughest league ever, and it is going to be tough. Basingstoke have made some major changes, we could see that. Guildford are as strong as ever. Manchester look very, very strong. And I suppose the surprise at the start of the season is Bracknell, who you've got a double header against next week.
Yeah, they've made improvements. They're a good looking team. I mean, Bracknell are one of those teams where they always seem to look like good and look good on paper, and maybe they don't meet their own expectations, I think, but they're looking pretty good this year, as well as, like you say, a lot of teams have strengthened. Basingstoke have strengthened a lot this year. They've got a top-class goalie in net. They've got some good imports. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough league again.
What's the actual aim for Lightning this year? Because every single year it's hopefully we'll get a top 4 finish. We hope to get to Coventry. With this team that you got on paper, it's got to be more than that.
Well, we say, I know Pooley and Vito, they say top 4 every year, but as a player you want to win every game. So from my personal point of view, every year we want to win the league, we want to win the playoffs, the cup. Otherwise there's no point in playing, is there? So yeah, this year again we want to win everything that's put in front of us. We want to win every night, and I think we're capable of doing it, so it should be a good season.
Brilliant stuff. Well, Bracknell doubleheader this coming weekend. That's going to be an absolute cracker as well. Good luck for that, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Cheers, Dick.
So there you go. Let's have a look at the rest of the weekend's results and how that affects the table on Sunday evening. So just the 4 games taking place on Saturday the 29th of September, with the Slough Jets suffering a heavy defeat at home to a very strong looking Guildford team, the Surrey outfit scoring 5 goals with no reply. Down in Hampshire, Lightning of course fared no better, a fairly lacklustre display, saw them travelling home on the wrong end of a 5-0 defeat. The other Berkshire team, however, did have a good night, with Bees enjoying a great start to their campaign so far, this time beating Phantoms 4-3. In the other game of the night, Swindon Wildcats took the spoils in a 3-2 win over luckless Telford. On to Sunday, the 30th of November, and it was as you were as Lightning and Bison faced off for the second time in 24 hours. A much closer game this time saw the new City side taking the points after a penalty shootout, Adam Brittle securing the points and a well-deserved man of the match. Guildford lost the momentum gained the previous night when they lost an 11-goal thriller at the Spectrum. The final score there 6-5 to an increasingly impressive-looking Bees outfit. Manchester took the points in an apparently nervy encounter with the Wildcats at home, and Peterborough put in a lacklustre performance to end up on the wrong end of a 5-2 scoreline against Sheffield. So after this weekend's games, the table looks like this. Bison stay top courtesy of the point gained in Milton Keynes, although Guildford will be kicking themselves at not taking a chance to go clear at the top in Bracknell, who stay third after their best start to the campaign for some time. Manchester are fourth with Slough fifth, and Sheffield, Swindon and Milton Keynes all on 4 points. Bottom 2 are Peterborough, and then of course it's the winless Tigers. Still early days, and this league will no doubt see some movement as the season progresses. So there you go. Many thanks to the guys for coming and have a chat with us tonight. That's pretty much it for Lightning TV for this week, brought to you in association with mjdphoto.biz. If you need more information, you can follow us on Twitter at Lightning TV, or any information off the Lightning website. It's www.mklightning.com. Don't forget, get your tickets early for Bracknell next Saturday. Face-off is 7 o'clock. You'll actually get a discount on your tickets. We'll see you there.